Welcome back, dear one. I want to talk to you today about Christ consciousness, because oftentimes I hear it being spoken about in a very almost distant or complicated way. And today I want to give you some nuggets in relation to Christ consciousness that you can take with you that are very easy to understand and that hit the nail on the head, basically, because it's not complicated at all. When we talk about Christ consciousness, what do we mean? And I'm going to throw this out really easily. Christ consciousness means, and you see this in a lot of statues, for example, or images, where does Christ have his hand? He has it on the heart. He points to the heart. So Christ consciousness is also heart consciousness. What does that mean? Well, the heart stands for what? Love. It stands for the center, the core, and the warmth, the radiation center that goes outward, that center that holds the flame of love. Yeah, that's where we generally locate love as well. We put it in the heart. So Christ consciousness is love consciousness. And what love is, or what it implies, because love is inclusive. Whatever you love, you cannot condemn. In the condemnation or in the rejection of something, there is love absent. So true love is always unconditional love. Unconditional means all-inclusive. No condition placed on it. It's including everything, it's holding everything, it's loving everything, which is something us humans don't really know much about, because it's a divine love. Human love is very, very much experienced in conditional circumstances. And so this unconditional love that is the fragrance of everything, that is the true vibration of everything, that is the source of everything, the source of us, the source of all creation, truly is unconditional love. So this love also implies, because it's all-inclusive, that there is unity in it, that all is one. You've heard this often. All is one. So love consciousness means unity consciousness. If you're aware that the other one is you, and that what connects both of you is this one source of love, your love, the other one is love. And I know you can debate on a human level that, oh, well, this evil person is also supposed to be me and it's also supposed to be love. I don't understand. That's viewing things from the Maya, the illusion of duality, of polarity, which is fine, which does exist on this planet. But when we talk about the level of truth, it doesn't. The level of truth, which is the level of love, is unity. All is one, and there is only one. Everything comes from this one, and everything is included in this one. There's nothing external of this one. And so we may be able to understand this as a concept, but then it goes further, because it is not just a concept, and this is what we truly mean by Christ consciousness. Jesus lived this awareness and consciousness, which means his Christ, his enlightenment stage, or state, if you want to call it that, was active. He was in this awakened, enlightened mode or state of awareness. That's Christ consciousness. He realized he is the child of the one source. He is part of the one source. He is the Son of God. And he also said, you are also the children of God. We're all the same. We're brothers and sisters. In those words, he explained that he understood and taught the nature of us, the nature of source and its creation, and the unity of it all. Me and the Father are one. There is no separation. So The nature of love is unity, is all-inclusion. And when we say Christ consciousness, it is this awareness, it is this consciousness of love and unity. That's all it is. Love and unity. And within this we have the element of compassion. And this is also what's described in the Law of One by Ra as the 4D consciousness. The next stage of evolution. We're in 3D now, which is self-awareness, gaining the awareness of ourselves. The next state or stage, density, 4D, is love and compassion. And understanding that we're all connected, understanding that we're one. The level above that, if you want to continue in the evolution, is all the lessons of wisdom. That's 5D. And 6D is bringing both together, the lessons of love and the lessons of wisdom, and combining them in the level or density of oneness. So when we speak about Christ consciousness, it is the same as 4D consciousness, fourth density consciousness, the same as love and unity consciousness. That's what we speak about. That's what we mean. And that points to the heart. Now, you may be able to follow me now rationally and say, okay, makes sense. But this consciousness can only be experienced and lived by allowing yourself to open your heart space more and more. And this is what many seekers find hard to deal with sometimes. Many seekers are absolutely willing and dedicated to meditate 5 or 10 hours a day, to do what it takes, to study the texts, to chant mantras, to do all that. But they miss the practical application or path of truly opening the heart. Because also oftentimes we're so blinded, or our perception is so tainted, or our interpretation is so tainted by these lovey-dovey aspects of when we speak of the heart. We think about Valentine's Day and all these, love hearts everywhere, and it has become, through the commercial aspect, it has become very almost like childish or simple when we have all these hearts everywhere, and this is a pity, because it can bring us then to move away from that, because we don't agree with these fluffy pink red aspects of glitter and lovey-dovey hearts. And in the end, our heart is the portal through which the divine love energy or vibration flows through us. With a closed heart or an ignored heart, purely by your willpower or your intellect, you cannot find enlightenment. You cannot reach the next stage, because the next stage of consciousness, the next level, is that of love. And so that is the green ray activation, which means the heart chakra activation. And this green ray vibration is the density where this love, let's say consciousness, is being explored. So the invitation is, if you can connect, if you have an affinity or a connection or a love for Jesus Christ, or even just for, and I don't mean in religious ways, but even in, or some of you may have come through the context of religion, but that's not what I'm tying this down to. But a lot of you, I also know, are very spiritual, have nothing got to do with religion, and are very connected to the energy of Jesus. So if this is you, then embrace this Christ consciousness if this attracts you, because it means that you become aware of the Christ within you. And I don't mean Jesus, the person within you, but this state of consciousness within you that he had, the Christ state. And this state is within all of us, and it can be lived, it can be expressed, it can be found, it can be developed. But for that, we also need to obviously become more and more aware of who and what we truly are, that we're part of Source, we're eternal, we're love. And coming into contact again with this truth, I am love, and not human love. I am divine love, embodied here in flesh and blood to walk the earth, to explore creation, me as part of the creation and everything else around me, and to express the gifts of my divinity and to share it and to bless the world with it. I am here as a blessing. Not me as the person, but me as the divine, expressed in a body, expressed through a voice, looking out into this world through two eyes, physical ones, but only to recognize that I have another eye that I can see with a lot more clearly, and that I have another sense that allows me to see the truth more than anything that this body can experience, and this is the heart. And this is also where true wisdom resides. The heart is a lot wiser than the mind or the brain, than anything you've ever learned could cover. True wisdom is always combined with what's in the heart. At least that's from my perspective, where I stand today, where I sit today. That's what I would share with you. The wisdom of the heart is incredible, absolutely incredible. And nothing in the mind can come close to that. Yeah, we can work with both, and they should be connected. And it's wonderful to question certain things, to analyze, to use your mind. But in the spiritual journey, your mind can only get you so far. And then you need to drop it. And then you need to open yourself to more. And this opening happens through the heart. It involves everything. You open your third eye, you can open your crown chakra. Yes, yes, yes. But if the heart is blocked, then the love is blocked. And this is how the divine communicates with us. If the divine is love, that's the language. That's the essence, the energy, which means the more you come into alignment with your true self, the more loving you will be, because that's your essence. And this is not rosy, lovey-dovey stuff. This is how it is. You will become more love the more enlightened you will be. And what does it also mean to be more love? It means to be more loving. It means to be more serving. Love wants to give. Love wants to give itself away all the time. And love is open to receiving all the time. So by you becoming more love, more you, more the divine self, what you will experience is this incredible desire to help, to serve, to be of service to others, to the planet. That's a natural byproduct of you becoming more enlightened, meaning you noticing the light within yourself and staying within that awareness, you connecting to the Christ within you, Christ consciousness. It's a byproduct of that, serving the world. And that's what Jesus said, I have come to love and to serve. And that's all there is to it. So if this is what you feel within you, you're connected to Christ consciousness. And that's something you can cultivate. It's something you can contemplate. It's something you can meditate on. It's what you can draw with it. Only those thoughts alone will increase your connection to Christ consciousness. Only the desire to be in that state. Only repeating to yourself, I have come to serve and to love. I'm here to do this. I want to love and I want to serve. And I want to do it joyfully, not in suffering, pain, in self-sacrifice, in having to hold myself back. Oh no, they're all paradigms. And they're untrue paradigms, because the divine is always abundant and there's nothing you have to hold back, or there's nothing you have to deny yourself so that another can have it. This abundance is for everyone. This love and this joy is for everyone. There is no need to suffer for someone else or for the world. Quite the opposite. Bring yourself into love and joy first, into connection first, into divinity first. That's fine. Like the way Ra in the Law of One describes it, the first thing is get to know yourself. Know yourself. That's the first thing. Explore yourself. Who are you? What are you? That's possibly the journey of many, many lifetimes anyways. So wherever you are on that journey, that's the first task. Get to know yourself. And then you will get to know yourself as the human with everything that's there. Yes, that's fine. But then also as the divine that you are. And you will be able to hold both perspectives simultaneously. The true one, obviously, is the divine you. Yes. But nevertheless, this wonderful illusion is here to be explored and to be played with and to be used on this wonderful journey of expansion of the divine back to its source. So you can play the role of the seeker. You can explore, what is it like to seek the one that I am already? What is it like to explore this paradox? And what is it like to be of service to others on that journey? What is that like? You get to do this. How wonderful. How wonderful. And that's exactly what Christ did. And we only need to look at the life of Jesus. And I don't mean by what others tell you what it was like. It's right in here. You can connect to the energy and essence of Jesus whenever you go within, whenever you ask for it. It's there for you. You don't need anyone else to tell you what to think or how to interpret words. Because this essence is in all of us. And this wonderful being is here to assist you, if this is what you would like. The communion, though, happens within you. That's where you find it. That's where you find this consciousness. That's where you find the Christ. That's where you find the wisdom of it, the teachings of it. So follow that if this is something that you feel drawn to or called to. And I know many of you are called to that. And the Christ consciousness essence, and I'm still, even me, coming from being religious as a child and as a teenager, not from a religious family, but just because that's what was within me and that's what was attractive to me. Always having a very close relationship with Jesus. But even I find it difficult to express or to speak about the Christ consciousness, for example, because there's still an element of the religious tainting. And I definitely am not speaking in religious terms. But I also notice many of you approach me who are not religious at all, or who have been and have grown out of it, I want to say. And that's not to dismiss religion. It has its place, right? But a lot of things are misleading in that and are oftentimes proclaiming or encouraging separation from the divine instead of unity. And so these are the aspects that I would say it would be good to question. But I'm addressing you as somebody who is probably very drawn to the Christ consciousness, to the vibration, to Jesus, to his life, to his energy. And maybe you even live with him. Maybe you even have him as your guide already, or as your master, or as your guru, or whatever you would call it. And you're not religious at all. But within the spirit, there is a connection to Jesus. Because religion doesn't own him, no matter what religion. And it's totally okay to free yourself again from that concept. And that's just what I said to you as well, that sometimes I still find that there is within me a slight conversation going on whenever I speak about Jesus or Christ, that I'm saying to myself, and it's not meant in a religious way. I may not say this with each second sentence, but that is something that is still going on within me that I can share with you. And maybe it's the same for you. And if that's the case, share, like put it in the comments below. I read them, and the others as well, like share with the community here how you experience this. Is it something that is easy for you to say, to talk about? Jesus and Christ consciousness, or is it something that you may still feel kind of uneasy about as well because it has such a religious connotation to it? Share it. Let's share. Let's talk. And so I hope that this helps. Coming to terms or getting a grip on the term Christ consciousness and what it means, and how it is really the light within you, the Christ, the state of the awakened you, and that it is something that all of us can connect to or awaken or explore or develop. I'm going to love you and bless you for today, and we'll talk again next time if you want to.